Today's topic here on Fox 23 in Focus, we're talking about college-bound students, how they can find the aid or other money sources to help them pay for school. And when we were leaving off, we were talking about the financial aid form, but you were also saying that with this month, the 25th through February 25th being Financial Aid Awareness Month, that there are places if you have confusion to filling that out, there's places you can go and different workshops to learn how to do it and maybe the best way to seek out some of those funds.
Yes, as Mary was saying, that to complete the FAFSA, the main information that you need to have is your tax information. So during Financial Aid Awareness Month, we will be providing some sites where families can go to get assistance if they need it in completing their tax returns, and then later in the month we will have FAFSA completion events where they can come and have hands-on assistance in completing that form, and with the goal of encouraging completion among more families in the state. We have statistics that show that 25% of families across the nation don't complete the FAFSA, and it is the important tool that they need to be able to receive federal, state, and other institutional aid.
And do you think, in getting those statistics, do you think it's because people think, well, maybe I make too much money, or I'm just not going to get anything? Is that why they don't bother to do it?
Yeah, it seems to cut both ways, two ways actually, that you have families who are students who come from more disadvantaged families who don't necessarily know how to complete the process, aren't as familiar with the college application process. And then you have those with higher household incomes who just assume that they won't be getting any aid, so they don't complete it. So we see the statistics across all ranges, go from the 70% completion to 80 or 86% completion. So it could be for a number of reasons.
Now, I know we have some pictures of some of the things that you've got on your website that people go there, and it's HESC.org.
For Student Financial Aid Awareness Month, we have a website that if they go to www.starthere.getthere.org, one word, they will be able to view the events going on in their area throughout the state, and it will give you the dates and the type of events. We'll be doing just informational nights, we'll be doing hands-on events, and we'll also be offering mentoring to students, which our financial aid advisors have graciously offered to do, so that if you don't complete something during this 30-day period, someone will be there to guide you through it so that you can complete the process ultimately.
And does that also then offer you tips on where to look for any sort of funding sources, or does that kind of lead you into other directions from there?
Well, it will be, again, a majority of the aid that you will receive by completing the FAFSA. But again, we'll also be giving information about the programs, scholarship programs that are there available for you in New York State. And we can also give information where they can go right to HESC's website at HESC.org and click on Students, Families, and Borrowers and Applying for Financial Aid. And they will see the list of the 24 scholarships that are there, the requirements to get the scholarships, and then they can apply. If they feel that they qualify for the scholarship, they can click right there, apply online. So it's a simple one-stop shopping to see the opportunities that are available.
And I can tell you, Walt, from firsthand experience, we have been doing some of this work at Albany High School for the last couple of years. Their college counseling office has called us for a couple of years and said, we want to open up our college center and allow students to come in and file the FAFSA form. And we've been doing this for several years, and I've met some unbelievably amazing students and parents who were nervous when they came in, may not have access to a computer at home, come in with their tax returns and with their student and work through the filing process. I met one amazing young man who went on to Columbia University. What an amazing opportunity for that student, and what an enriching experience as a financial aid officer to actually help someone hands-on. These workshops work very, very well. I'm really optimistic that across the state we actually may change that statistic from 25% of students who don't file. And if we can have an impact on that, that's great, because if you don't file, you can't be considered for financial aid. So you have to do that first.
Right. And have you found too, and I know a lot of schools have changed sort of their policy where they're having, whether it's endowments or they're doing their own grants to avoid some of this financial aid or financial aid stuff. Has Siena been doing any of that, or you been able to offer students more institutional lending as opposed to going through a bank?
We're very fortunate at Siena. We have over 175 endowed scholarships made available through our friends and alumni and benefactors to the college. In addition to that, this last year alone, we had a benefactor step up last fall because we were concerned about students from the fall to the spring semester when the economy really started to change, that students would have to think about withdrawing. And that donor stepped up and provided funds where we were able to help 6 or 8 students actually with those funds remain at Siena. And that same benefactor stepped up this summer and made a similar contribution, and again we were able to impact 10 students.
That's true.
So I think not only our colleges and universities, we're always looking at our financial aid budget. I'm happy to say that our budget hasn't seen any cuts. We're still investing in financial aid. Accessibility to higher education is critical. And in order to do that, you have to provide financial aid dollars to do it.
All right. I have to stop you there because we have to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to wrap things up here on Fox 33 in Focus. Stay with us.